Stop yelling at me. We are not late. We are not gay. We are straight and on time. Actually, YouTube, it doesn't look like YouTube has even started.
YouTube's not going.
Now it fucking started.
Now it's finally going.
Why does it take so long? It's so weird because I was watching it back. So I started out saying, we are not late. Stop yelling at me. Stop harassing me. Stop being toxic. We were 100% on time and 100% straight. What's up?
Stop being toxic.
Stop being toxic. Got the badass Florida Marlins hat on, which I respect. This is the only time I respect you. This is the only time I respect you.
The only time?
The only time when you're wearing that Florida Marlins hat.
Oh, okay. I got to step it up then. Yeah, I'm collecting these. I'm collecting these throwback vintage baseball hats. So I don't know. I might need to pull the trigger and buy a few more.
I respect it.
But yeah, man, it's good to be here. What's today? Tuesday. Holy shit. For another Geeks and Gamers Daily is what we call this show.
That's right. That's right. We do call that this show that. That is a good observation.
Yeah.
And you hosted Fall Guys last night, so
I did.
That was fun.
I did.
Too bad you didn't win any matches.
That's not true.
Well, you
I
were
won
hacking.
about 3 or 4 crowns last night.
You were hacking.
It was a good time. It's a good time. It's always a good time when you're on top.
Yeah, well, you know, it is what it is. Project Taco says, Jeremy, you not... oh, my God. You read that one.
Gurmy, you not respond. Here we go. It just jumped on me. Here we go. Gurmy, you not respond last night in CobraCast. Will you? I am your friend. I have no friend. Well, there's apps for that. I think it's called like Lonely People Meet or whatever, where you can find new friends. Thank you, Project Taco, for the 8 months.
I had a very interesting mirror message from Project Taco. Yeah, I was like, what the hell are you even trying to say right now? What's up to our Rumble audience? Hello, Rumble. Hello, Kick. Hello, Twitter, or X, as we should call it. And, yeah, we're going to talk about the toxic fan meltdown over the Acolyte. There's a lot of positive petition bombing going on right now. Which is just absolutely the worst thing you can do is express your opinion on the internet. From what I've been told that you are not allowed to express your opinion on the internet. That's a very toxic and dangerous thing. So we're going to go over all of that. And they're actually bringing George Lucas into all of these discussions, which is something I am going to have fun kind of breaking down for sure. Because, yeah, and then you got them going after Sidney Watson. They're going after Star Wars Theory. I mean, you could say that they're going after me, but, like, who really gives a shit, right? Like, that they've been doing that for 5 years, so it really doesn't even matter to me. I don't care. And I think the whole thing is funny. But, yeah, man, like, it's wild. So some of the tweets I'm going to pull up about what they're saying about George Lucas and some of the comments that are made by the 17 people that want to see the Acolyte return is pretty funny. I mean, ultimately, what it comes down to is the show would not have been canceled if enough people were interested in it. It's really that simple. There is no complication to this. It doesn't matter how mad I get, or Gary, or Star Wars Theory, or anyone else. It doesn't matter how many videos we make. It doesn't matter. If enough people were into the show and enough people watched it and were entertained by it, then it really would not matter what anyone else had to say. Yep. That's the truth of the matter right there. That's the cold, hard facts. And they can't accept that. They cannot accept it. They are too busy blaming people like me for it.
We've said it before. Nobody actually wants Star Wars to fail. We only want good Star Wars, as long as it's fucking good. We don't really care who's directing it, who the creator is, as long as it's good. Nobody wants to see Star Wars be shit, because now we're just diluting the pool of what is good Star Wars, or what was good Star Wars. Listen, yeah. Mandalorian season 3 was complete ass, and they're getting a full movie in a few years. Okay, so Disney has zero problem with losing money. They've been losing money for a long time. They keep putting out bullshit. They are more than willing and capable of losing money if they think they're doing the right thing. Acolyte was abysmal. It was horseshit. The writing was bad. The acting was bad. The story was bad. Everything about the Acolyte was horrible. And you know what? Maybe they just weren't willing to lose money on a show that was that fucking bad.
Look at that. Jaded Fett says, I agree with Beardo for possibly the first time ever. You made a good point, Beardo. You made a good point, Beardo. Good job.
I do that every now and then.
Man.
Every now and then, I got a good one.
That's pretty impressive right there, that the chat actually agreeing with Beardo. So, but you're right.
Thanks.
Everything you said is right. And it's pure cope is all it is. It's pure cope
100%.
what we're witnessing. And that's just part of it. Look, no one's saying you can't enjoy the Acolyte. You 100% can enjoy it. You can think it's the greatest thing ever. It can be your favorite thing that's ever been created. Nothing can take that away from you except you. If you allow people that don't like it to have any impact on your viewing of the show, then that's on you. Like, because ultimately, the people only have the power that you give them. I've talked about it 1,000 times, and how I like a lot of bad movies, and I don't care what anyone thinks. It doesn't matter. I don't need anyone to validate my opinion on anything. Beardo likes the Batman, for crying out loud. He doesn't need me to like it. It's a
You
shitty
like
movie.
the Batman too.
It's a
No,
shitty movie.
fuck
It's a
off.
shitty movie, okay?
You like it too. You've admitted that it's a good movie.
It's fine. It's fine. It's a fine movie. It's a fine movie. It's okay. But it's not as good as The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh my God!
It's just not. It's
The
just
Dark Knight
not.
Rises. Are we doing this again?
I'm just saying.
It's too early for this shit.
I'm
I
just
woke
saying,
up
I don't
30
need
minutes
you.
ago and we're talking about The Dark Knight Rises again. Holy smokes!
I'm just saying it's not as good as Dark Knight Rises, but I mean, that's fine, and it's okay that you disagree. I don't need you to validate my opinion.
Let me spell it out for you. The Dark Knight Rises isn't just a bad Batman movie. It's not a good movie. Oof. It's not a good movie.
It's not a good Christopher Nolan movie by Christopher Nolan standards, but
Exactly. It's not even a good movie,
better.
dude.
It's still better than the Batman.
The Dark Knight Rises. We want a fucking Batman movie with a good story. First of all, Bane, that's not even Bane. That's just Bane in name. That's not fucking Bane. It'd have been better if that was just an original.
You can almost say that about every villain in the Nolan trilogy. Like, he took liberties with everybody.
No, Ra's al Ghul is cool, and so was Scarecrow
Cool, but
and Joker.
He still took liberties.
And he nailed Two-Face. Aaron Eckhart, he gets overshadowed by Heath Ledger because he was in the same movie with Heath Ledger. But Aaron Eckhart's Two-Face, his Harvey Dent, phenomenal acting job from Aaron Eckhart. But Bane, dude, Bane in The Dark Knight Rises was a fucking joke. It's not even Bane. It's only Bane in name. It'd been better off if that was just an original character and Chris Nolan just gave him this random name and said, yeah, this is just a random, unique, original character that I created for this movie, and gave him a different name. That does not look like Bane. It doesn't sound like Bane. Doesn't behave like Bane. None of it. It's just Bane in name. It's embarrassing, actually. And what it really is Joseph Gordon-Levitt, the movie. Oh, you want to watch a Batman movie without Batman and just this random rookie cop played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt? Now here's the movie for you, The Dark Knight Rises. It's horrible.
Well, I agree with everything you said about Bane. And Bane is the big. I like Tom Hardy as Bane in it, even though he is not Bane. But yeah, I mean, Nolan took a ton of liberties, and that's the thing people overlook about all the other. He took liberties in Begins. He took liberties in Dark Knight, and even a lot of the criticisms of Dark Knight, they say it's not a Batman movie. They say it's a Joker movie. I disagree with that. I disagree with that completely. But that's one of the criticisms out there. But ultimately, bottom line is it's better than the Batman.
One of the biggest liberties Nolan took with The Dark Knight was that one line by Joker when he tells Maggie Gyllenhaal, "Hank, you are beautiful." Nobody's buying that. They had to say it twice. Joker literally had to say beautiful. It twice. Hello, beautiful. And you are beautiful.
That's the worst line in the history of movies.
Nobody fucking thinks Maggie Gyllenhaal is beautiful. Nobody.
You could tell that line was specifically written for Katie Holmes, 100%. That was written for Katie Holmes, and then Tom Cruise had her locked in a dungeon somewhere, and they couldn't cast her, so they were like, well, I guess get Katie. She's just standing there right now. So
I think he had to do double emphasis on it. He had to say it twice, because if he just said "hello, beautiful," people would have thought that Joker was being a dickhead, calling her ugly. So they had to say it twice to actually make it seem like Joker was telling the truth.
Yeah. You can blame that line on Scientology, okay? That's what you can do. Another thing you can blame on Scientology. Tom Cruise had Katie Holmes locked away in a Scientology dungeon, just making her watch, what the hell's his name? Who's the guy that started Scientology?
Who started
Hubbard. L. Ron Hubbard, yeah. Watching L. Ron Hubbard videos over and over again. That's what Katie Holmes was doing. So, but it is what it is. We have a lot to talk about today. And the first thing that I want to focus in on is the toxic fan base surrounding the Acolyte. Now, I think that we should get all hate out of Star Wars. All hate out of Star Wars, okay? We should have no hatred whatsoever. Star Wars is for everyone. That's what I've been told over and over again. And yet, Disney Star Wars fans are being very, very toxic right now. Let's see. So Mr. Grizzy has a video right here. We're going to watch a little clip from his video and listening to what the positive, toxic Acolyte fans are saying right now about Disney Star Wars.
Did a song about it all. It's just heartbreaking.
Well, maybe that song is where all of this came from. Do you ever think of that?
There was a comment on Amanda Lissenberg's Instagram, one of their pictures, where this person's like, don't watch it. Just watch Star Wars Theory, Nerdrotic.
It's actually not the worst advice.
Great advice.
They don't want everybody to have Star Wars. They want to take it back to, they want Star Wars to be for men again. White cis men, mind you.
Completely ridiculous, but pay attention to what she...
Yeah, this part right here. So she just says they don't want Star Wars to be for everyone, and then wait for the next line.
He says next, because this right here is how Disney Star Wars shows gatekeep Star Wars.
You know, people, we like to like preach that Star Wars is for everybody. It's not. It's not for everybody. It's not for the racists. It's not for the homophobes. It's not for the misogynists.
And who decides what's racist, sexist, misogynistic, homophobic? According to these people, they do. And you don't belong in the fandom because they decide you are one or all of those things.
This is a great video right here.
I can't possibly pretend to understand what an African-American woman or person of color in the LGBT community.
You know how hard it is to make it in this fucking business? You know how hard it is for a young black actress to make it in this fucking business?
This is not...
Oh, mods, if you're here, and I know Steph, I know you have a link to Grizzy's channel. Make sure you drop a link to Grizzy's channel. He's got a lot of good breakdowns on all of this. Okay, he's got a lot of good breakdowns,
bro.
But,
the white savior complex is in full effect, dude.
Yes,
it's in full effect. They're telling. We know what it is. They're telling white people that they're horrible, while also telling black people that they don't really know what they want and they don't really actually know how they're being treated. Yeah. And if black people decide that, you know, like Ripa, and I don't think Ripa even fucking cares about Star Wars, but we know Mike does. Yeah. Like, they're gonna try to tell people who agree with us in based off of their skin color. Well, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. You can't agree with them. You're black. We're going to tell you how you should feel because of your skin color. And if you don't agree with us, then you're just one of them. Dude, yep. It's fucking cringe, man.
And they've taken this to a whole different level, okay? They've taken this to a whole different level because look at this right here. I genuinely believe, regardless if he does or doesn't like the direction Disney has gone with Star Wars, George would agree of how this section of the fandom have behaved in the recent years, right? And then somebody says, genuinely don't know how these Star Wars bros think he would stand by their racism as if he's literally, as if he's not literally married to a black woman. And that's the new NPC download, apparently. The real irony is that George would hate so many of these people. So now they're bringing George Lucas and his wife into it for their hate campaign. So the question would be, what is the main criticism that us Disney Star Wars haters face? We talk about how Star Wars always had quote-unquote representation. Star Wars always had women and not white dudes in it, and how it's ridiculous to paint that narrative, correct? Isn't that something that a lot of us always, say? Like, why are you guys saying Star Wars finally has representation now? Why are you finally saying that? So I guess we should listen to a clip from the man himself, shouldn't we?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's go ahead and just listen to the man himself, George Lucas.
George Lucas rejects critics who think his films are all white men or sexist.
What's this?
They would say, well, it's all white men. Most of the people there are aliens. And the idea is that you're supposed to accept people for what they are, even if they're big and furry, or whether they've got they're green and whatever. The idea is all the people are equal. They said, there's no women in the movies. Who do you think the heroes are in those films? What do you think Princess Leia was? She is the head of the rebellion. She's the one that's taking this young kid that doesn't know anything and trying to save the rebellion. She's the hero of the movie. When I sold the company, I just sort of said, I had a baby girl, I got married, I had a different life, because I knew it would take me another 10 years to make those films. And I was 69, and I said, I'm not gonna be doing this when I'm 79. It's time to let go and let somebody else do it. Then they started other ones when I sold the company, and a lot of those ideas that were in there sort of got lost.
A lot of those ideas sort of got lost. So George Lucas saying literally word for word what we've been saying. Star Wars was always, quote unquote, diverse by the standard in which they've all created. And they say Star Wars was always about white men. Star Wars didn't have women in it. What are you talking about? So there's George Lucas himself repeating the talking points that we've been repeating. But you have all of these toxic fans out there that are bringing his wife into it just for the sake of her race. Because she happens to be a black woman, therefore they feel like they can use her race for their arguments. These people are absolutely insane, dude. Like, it truly is insane to watch them continue this narrative right now. Like, unbelievable stuff, dude. What the hell are we doing? What do you think about all this?
It's so wild, man. They are obsessed with skin color. They are obsessed with their representation, and they will dig and use anything and try to take George Lucas, man. Try to take him. Just leave George Lucas alone at this point. Just leave him alone. Like, it's ridiculous. And now they're going to attack his new wife, who has nothing to do with this. I don't know if she said any statements. Probably not. They live a very quiet, quaint lifestyle. They're going to dig and use this to try to stick it to us, because for some reason, like, we're the bad guy, we're the man. Do they not realize that the man is fucking Disney? That's the man right there. Yeah. But you're sticking it to us about it because we want better Star Wars. Guess what? At the end of the day, if these fucking idiots didn't realize it, because they clearly don't, we want the same fucking thing. We want good Star Wars. I don't care if the main character is a fucking rabbit. I don't give a fuck. Let's get good Star Wars. Let's get good stories. We want the same thing, really, at the end of the day. But some of them have their heads so far shoved up their ass that they don't really care if it's good or not. They just want to see themselves on the big screen. And like the fucking obese hippo in the video earlier said, these cis white men. Let's knock that off. Cis white men, that's a word that you guys invented because you love labels. They love the labels. They can't get enough of the they, thems, and fucking Zen Z's and whatever. It's fucking ridiculous. So they love the labels and they're trying to call us cis men. No. How about we're just fucking normal? We don't have as many mental illnesses as you do that you guys like to parade around. We're not cis. Cis doesn't make sense. It doesn't exist. We're just normal people, you fucking retard. Now that is a real word.
So Elon Musk posted this. Maybe I am an NPC. No, having the same opinions as celebrities and major corporations while repeating every media talking point verbatim is what real people do. And of course, the meltdown over this is going on because Elon is pissing all of them off with this one. And that right there puts it into perspective. So the fact that this whole George Lucas narrative is suddenly starting to circulate because one tweet kind of popped off, so then they all start kind of like running with that narrative. But in reality, you don't know the truth. Is that no one's saying George Lucas is like pushing like MAGA narratives. We've actually joked about that a lot. It's not like George Lucas is like walking around with a MAGA hat on, like make Star Wars great again. I'm really take Lucasfilm back. That's not what he's doing at all. George simply just doesn't care anymore, and he shouldn't. He's worth billions and billions of dollars. He's created the most successful IP in the history of entertainment, and he's living his life and he's happy.
Yep.
Do I think George Lucas agrees with my personal real-world politics? 100% no. Not even close. No, not even close does George Lucas agree with me, and he probably never would. That's fine. That doesn't change the fact that his Star Wars was awesome, and he did a great job. And that's the whole thing is, in their mind, they need George Lucas to agree with them in order for them to move forward. I don't need George Lucas to agree with me. That's not what I need. So, because I understand that he doesn't, and that's totally fine. That doesn't change the fact that I respect him greatly and always will respect him greatly. Their whole entire existence is based upon, well, I can't support or like someone or respect someone unless they agree with 100% of my political and social issues.
But their version of moving forward, like you said, they need George Lucas to agree with them, is solely just to stick it to us.
Yes.
Like, see, we're right about everything. You guys are the horrible, evil, toxic Star Wars fans because George Lucas agrees with us. They don't give a fuck about anything else. They don't give a fuck about actually putting out a good product. They want the representation. They want their message. And since it's not working out for them right now, what's their next plan in their back pocket? Well, they need George Lucas to agree with them so they can point the finger and say, see, I told you, evil white men, that we were right. Fuck off.
Yeah, and shout out to our buddy Drunk 3PO in the chat. I saw him trying to get a mention because he's close. Ladies and gentlemen, Drunk 3PO is at 99,000 subscribers.
Whoa.
He's at 99,000 subscribers. And like, even so right here, this video, Sydney Watson dropped a video. The Acolyte fans are melting down over my video. She actually mentioned Drunk 3PO in her video. So she's getting pulled into this now. Sydney Watson is, which is absolutely hilarious, watching that whole thing play out. And yeah, she gave Jay a shout out. So he's close. He's less than 1,000 subscribers away from 100K, ladies and gentlemen. What up, Danky? What up, Yellow Flash? Yeah, man. So between Sydney Watson, Gary, Star Wars Theory, the Acolyte, the positive review bombing from the Acolyte fans, there's no place for hate in Star Wars, Beardo. There's no place for hate. And I'm very disturbed by the fact that there's so much hate and positive review bombing going on. They've positively review bombed the petition. They've positively review bombed people's comment section. And I just think that that's disgusting, and there is no place for hate. Star Wars is for everyone, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't think that alienating fans, I don't think targeting women like Sydney Watson is very, very good. I think that's actually one of the worst things you can do. That just shows your toxicity. And I just don't believe that we are witnessing the level of toxicity that we are seeing. And I personally am very, very offended by it. And I'm going to cry as soon as this stream is over. Let's read some super chats real quick.
Let's do it. Holy smokes. Thank you, Project Taco, earlier for the 8-month recommitment. We got let's see, B Chain for a $2. Marlins suck. Let's go Mets. Listen, I'm not a Marlins fan. I just like the hat.
Dude, I love the Florida Marlins. I hate the Miami Marlins. It pisses me off. It pisses me off that they did that. Like, look at that logo on that hat. That's the best logo in the history of baseball logos. Pisses me off. It is.
It's up there. I don't know if it's the best.
That's the best. That's my favorite. I'll say that. Shadow saying for 20.
Let's go.
I'm keeping my eye on that Warhammer game after what Endymion said and what Asmon Gold covered on his Warhammer is Cooked video. I'm going to have to look into that because you brought that up yesterday, so I'm going to look into that. Let's see. Gremlin for 20 says, Meme the Left had a great meme on today. Said, it's bad being Harvey's personal assistant was the second worst thing you ever did in life. With a picture of Headland and KK in front of the Acolyte sign. Holy shit.
Yikes.
That is...
Yikes.
That is freaking gold. Holy crap.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
It's
Holy
bad.
smokes.
It's bad being Harvey's personal assistant was the second worst thing you did in life. Woo! That is absolute savagery. Razor Burn, your super chat was not skipped. We're going through them right now.
Doing it right now. You're actually up next. Razor Burn with the $2 had a blast with Chris Gore at Dragon Con.
That's awesome. Look at that. Look at that.
Look at Chris Gore as Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, look at him.
That's cool. Shout out Razor Burn. Thank you for the $2. B Chain with another 5. Beardo, if you want a cool baseball hat, get some minor league teams. My personal favorite is the Montgomery Biscuits.
Montgomery Biscuits, yeah.
Okay, I'll check it out. Karen July with a $5. Toxic fake fans are the worst. Call the bully hunters. Online harassment like that shouldn't be allowed. Also, don't vote Trump. Voting is gay.
Yeah,
Thank you, Karen.
I'll be voting Trump.
Me too. Steve Fitch for a $5. Maybe the Acolyte being canceled is a bait and switch. They will renew and say it was because of the overwhelming support from fans. PR stunt?
Oh, I just realized that was like a...
That's an interesting theory.
So the thing about these Rippa haters, like, they don't really understand that our entire chat fucking memes on us all day long, too. I just realized that's like one of the Rippa haters. Like, I didn't realize
Is it really?
that.
I thought it was
I think
just...
so. I don't know.
I think it's just a parody.
Our chat memes us so much that I can't even fucking tell. And that's the thing. That's what I said this a long time ago with when we had the Jer army going on. I'm like, if you see people like these leftists that hate me, just pretend to hate me even more. So it just basically just drowns out their point. That's why our chat's the way our chat is. I can't tell if people actually hate me anymore if they're just memeing on me because they're fans of Geeks and Gamers. And that's the beauty of it all right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can't even tell. And so that's perfect. So
I don't know if Karen July is.
Okay, listen, if you really hate Rippa, okay, you got to prove it. All right? You got to prove it.
Yeah, you got to prove it. You got to, if you really hate Rippa, you got to, so we know. You got to send like a $50 super chat with your comments. Like
minimum
send
50 to prove your hate for Rippa. Minimum of 50. $100 means we won't question it.
Right.
We won't question it. That's the only way we can tell if you actually hate him is to send a $50 super chat. That at least kind of clears it a little bit, but 100, we're not going to question at that point. We're just trying to help you out, okay? Because we understand your hatred for him is really, really like passionate, and we want to make sure we don't get that mixed up in the future. So just you know, okay.
So we want to make sure that your emotions are validated through a $50 super chat.
We think that your Rippa hatred should be validated. We care about your feelings and your hatred of Eric, and we want to validate you. So please send money.
Thank you, Steve Fitch, for the 5. You know what? It could happen. I don't know. That's an interesting theory, though, for sure. Super Saiyan with a $5. If Nick Fuentes is hyped for Joker 2, then the movie is really going to be good.
Joker 2, I'm kind of back and forth on. That first trailer I did not like. I did like the second trailer. And I love the first Joker movie. So, we'll see. I'm going to watch it, and I'll give you my opinion.
I was open-minded about it until the director, Todd Phillips, said that about Harley Quinn. Did you see what he said about Lady Gaga and Harley Quinn?
I did not.
Todd Phillips said all the comic book stuff, all the Harley Quinns that you know in the cartoons and in the comic books, we wanted to get as far away from that as possible and just do our own thing. And I'm like, oh, you just admitted that you don't care about the source material and Harley Quinn's probably going to be unrecognizable. Because we've seen it in the trailers. Harley Quinn is another crazy that's just locked up in the loony bin with Joker. She's just another crazy. Where that was never Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn was a doctor who helped work with Joker. She was assigned to Joker. And through Joker's psychosis, him being fucking crazy, she fell in love with him and turned crazy herself. That's Harley Quinn's origin. Now she's just this regular, just plain old crazy. And Todd Phillips said, we're going to get as far away from the comic book Harley Quinn as we can. And I'm like, fuck me. Why are we doing this?
Yeah, I hope. You never know with these. We'll see what. I 100% understand your concern for sure. But we'll see. Look, you did such a fantastic job on the first movie, so we're gonna see where they take this one. But I got bad news for you, Beardo.
Just let
Jimmy
me...
Ray just in a 50.
Let's
Rip
go!
a bad Beardo fat Jeremy not a fig. Hey.
The fuck are we doing?
So $50 proves that you're a Rippa hater.
Yeah.
So thank you, Jimmy. We're sorry that Rippa hurt your feelings. But
I'm sorry. Sorry. Just hey, listen, when Bloodruth and Horseman and Ice on 3, just turn off your notifications. It'll probably really hurt your feelings seeing all the success and millions of dollars that Rip is going to make in the next couple of months. So maybe just look the other way.
Hey, I got more bad news for you.
Uh-oh.
We have been defeated.
Uh-oh.
Chat, it's over. Chuds have been defeated. It's over.
Oh, no.
Modern audiences have won, ladies and gentlemen. Concord and Dustborn are at a total of 61 players right now. It's over. How you like that one, Chuds? How you like that one? Mainstream media has all the influence in the world, ladies and gentlemen. It's over. Wokeness has won. Representation has won. Holy crap, dude.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
This is absolutely insane, man.
I don't know what I'm going to do, man. Man. I'm going to have such a bad day now. Fuck.
Oh, man. Oh, that's so good. I love it. I love it. We've got, let's see, LO underscore?
Low
Yeah.
underscore?
Low underscore. Is that what it is?
Maybe. For
go ahead.
$20.
Go for it.
Diverse is a trick like equality, using the Jacobian definition of it in liberty, Acolyte, fraternite. The shill's arguments are a fruit of the poisonous tree planted by Marcuse, Derrida, et al. A pox upon their houses. I understood
job.
maybe about half of those words.
You did okay. You did okay.
Thank you.
It's basically, it was like a 6 out of 10 like the Batman.
I tried. I tried. Hey, listen, there was an attempt.
Gatekeeper for 20 says subscribe to Drunk 3PO. Shout out to Epic Mike, Alan Ing, Chris Gore, Badger, Gooch, Hail the Blessings, and the Epic Angel. See ya. Look at that. You didn't even mention your favorite YouTuber in that, Gatekeeper.
Me.
Nerdrotic.
Oh.
Not you. Not you. He didn't
Sorry.
even mention Nerdrotic.
Gatekeeper's a legend.
Hayden Wayne for 50. Did you guys see the Forbes writer Paul Low T. Tassie's latest article, The Woke War, Why the Right Believes It's Dominating Gaming and TV in 2024? This dude is such a disingenuous slime ball that doesn't understand two things can be true at once. Hail! I have not, but that sounds like something I would actually make a video on, Hayden. So I'm gonna make a video and I'm going to credit Hayden Wayne. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a shout out for that one. And I guess we'll just we can link to your YouTube channel too. So Jeremy's lagging. Am I lagging? Yellow Flashes, buy my book, Beardo. You will like it.
I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, man. I will definitely be getting it. So
there we go. Right.
Shout
there.
out to Flash.
Hail Yellow Flash. It's got an upcoming book coming out. It's going to be awesome. Okay, real quick. So I announced this last night on CobraCast, and we also announced it during our Fall Guys playthrough. But you asked for it, ladies and gentlemen, and we are finally ready to deliver. We finally have the Flex Fit hats for Geeks and Gamers. Flex Fit hats. Geeks and Gamers online originals since 199. These are on 221B. We have a 2-week campaign, front and back. There we go. Look at that, sexy. That's awesome. Sexy. Okay,
I like that.
So if you watch Sons of Anarchy, you know where that comes from. The online original. They were the Redwood original. So Geeks and Gamers online original since 199. Flex Fit hats are here in the house. Over on 221B. I will go ahead and looks like Jessica has the link to that, so I'll pin that right there. Also, for the first time on a term that was born on this show right here, we have revealed the one and only iDot of the 199 right there. iDot of the 199. That is iDot, the Geeks and Gamers mascot, themed to his San Antonio gear, his Texas gear. Beardo, tell him how iDot came to be.
Yeah, sure. So me and Jay, I think you guys were at the RNC. So me and Jay were covering daily almost all week long. And some fucking retard came in the chat and tried to call me and Jay and all of you guys, the chat, idiots. But they misspelled idiot and said that we were a bunch of iDots. So we're iDots.
We're iDots.
We're iDots.
When we were developing this character, the name was kind of a thing, and so I made the decision to call. I made the suggestion anyway. I was like, why don't we call him iDot? And the reason is because you guys kept that going. I wasn't even on the stream when iDot was born. But you kept saying iDot. You kept saying it. I'm like, iDot represents it. Like, it represents the chat. It represents us. I think calling him iDot would be great. So there you go. So we have, that's the t-shirt. So we have that t-shirt and hat. 2-week campaign right now over on 221B. There is a combo option right there. So as you know, with 221B, you're going to get good quality stuff from 221B. Anybody that's bought any of their stuff, like the backpack and the hats and the t-shirts in the past. So very good quality stuff over there. And we want to get the reason we're going to shut it down after 2 weeks is because we want to make sure that we have time to ship these out before SpaceCon, because we will be at SpaceCon. We're going to do a meetup over there. Gary, I believe, is going to give all the details on that. So he's setting all that up, but we'll be there. It's going to be great. I cannot wait. Fantastic stuff. So thank you guys for all the support that you always give us.
Oh, yeah.
You are appreciated. So good stuff indeed. All right, Beardo, go ahead and let's read some more.
Sure thing. Jens Anderson of the Tari for a $20. Is this world ending? Is the world ending, or is Beardo actually smart? I have my moments.
No.
Eric K for a $2. The Batman sucks. No, you suck.
Oh, by the way, I have another iDot tease that I'm going to show you guys on some concept art that we're working on for a future iDot. Now, I said this last night. If we don't sell enough shirts, and iDot might become the Acolyte for Geeks and Gamers. I may just have to like cancel it all together. So we'll see how many.
We can't let that happen. We cannot let that happen,
and then
man.
Beardo will call everybody racist and sexist for not supporting iDot.
Dude, I have a good friendship right here with our friend iDot. Okay, this is my buddy. I'd hate to see him go. Sir Hat with the $2. Can't believe I agree with Beardo twice in one day. Goodbyes Nexus for 12 months. Apparently, Amandla's diss track is now getting videos copyright struck. Let's try not to get hit more than we have to her with her terrible.
Well, so
What?
my dish, so it really comes down to this. And Tobias, I saw you thought we missed that. We didn't. We're going to get everything. I see you guys on Rumble, too. We've got quite a few over on Rumble we're going to get to. So a lot of people did get copyright claimed on that. My reaction to her, I don't know how many, I think I got like 300 and something thousand views on my reaction.
Bam.
I never got copyright claimed. Now, I think the first one I did because I let it play too long. And so you had to stop it every, I don't know, 15 seconds probably. If you did that, because the first one I uploaded, like, so I had to kind of trim it up. I can't remember exactly what I did, but either way, that's really what the copyright claims were. If you were letting it play too long, that's from my experience, because I didn't get hit on my upload. So all good. No problem, Tobias. No problem.
Shout out. Shadow saying with a $5. Beardo, it's too early for this. Proceeds to debate Jeremy. It's never too early. Taker with a $2. Beardo, he was a Bino. Bane in name only. Absolutely. Correct. I agree with that. Grand Admiral Adam with a 19 months. Didn't Batman have a bomb blow up in his face in the Batman and walk away without a scratch? And Beardo, how was that Riddler in your movie? You forgetting in The Dark Knight Rises, Batman literally fucking flies a nuke out into the middle of the fucking ocean, and you see him later perfectly fine. All he got was a tan from flying a fucking nuke.
Hold on. Why is that a problem? But Batman
not a problem.
can do everything else and it's no fucking problem, but you got a problem with what happened at the end of The Dark Knight Rises.
I'm playing devil's advocate to this point. I'm playing devil's advocate to this point. If he's saying that in the Batman got a bomb blown up in his face, which, by the way, he's wearing fucking super fire-resistant armor, Kevlar, the best fucking, like, above military-grade fucking armor that there is. But a fucking bomb in his face that he... I mean, come on, what are we doing here? We're going to hold Batman accountable for that. But Batman flying a fucking nuke into the middle of the ocean and having that blow up in his face.
It didn't blow up in his face, though. It's clearly that he jumped out and he was in the water. That's obvious. Where else would he be?
Do you know how nukes work?
That's fine. He's Batman, right?
Do you know how nukes work?
All you Batman fanboys claim that he's Batman and he can literally do any fucking thing on the planet. But now, because it goes against your narrative, now you're going to argue that it's stupid and doesn't make any sense. That's literally every argument with Batman.
Even if it was autopilot, hold on, because I've seen the movie probably about 15 fucking times. Okay. Even if it was autopilot, at what point did he jump out? We clearly seen him fucking fly it away. He was flying the ship away. He was in there. At what point did he jump out?
I don't know. He's Batman.
Exactly. You
right?
don't know.
He's Batman.
You don't know. You don't know when he jumped out. But listen, I'm not arguing. I think it was fucking badass. I'm thinking it's cool. I'm just saying that if you're going to hold Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson's Batman, accountable for having a bomb blown up in his face, I'm going to play devil's advocate and say, well, what's Bale's Batman had a fucking nuke blow up in his face. What the fuck we talking about autopilot? When do you fucking jump out, huh?
I know. Go ahead. I'm just fucking with you.
Son of a bitch. Go on, creates with the $10. Bane wasn't huge enough. That, I think, was the gripe of me on that character. Also, I didn't like how they put in Joseph as to be Robin, but wasn't Robin. My main gripes with The Dark Knight Rises. Yeah, dude. When he goes in at the end of the movie, and she goes, "Oh, here you go, Blake," and he goes, "Oh, thank you." She's like, "But I prefer your real name better, Robin." Fuck you. That's so gay. Your real name, Robin.
I didn't mind it. The only things that bother me about The Dark Knight Rises. Okay, I hate the magic knee brace. I fucking hate the magic knee brace. I think it's so stupid. Like, Batman's walking around limping. He puts the magic knee brace on. He kicks a fucking wall down. It's so stupid. I don't like that Bane had to be saved. Or, I'm sorry, Batman had to be saved against Bane, and Bane dies. You know what I mean? Like, Catwoman kills Bane. You know what I mean? I hated that. I hated Talia's death. Talia's death was so bad in that movie. Oh, Talia's death was so bad in that movie. I can't explain how bad it was. It was so bad. But But there was so much there were so many good payoffs. Like, I will say, I think Gary Oldman is the single best part of the entire trilogy. His Gordon, I think he's the best thing in the entire trilogy. He's one of my favorite movie characters ever. When Batman tells Gordon who he is, I love that moment, but I don't like Gary Oldman's response where he's like, Bruce Wayne? You know, like I really it bothers me because he's such a fantastic actor, and it's like, you fucking knew he was Bruce Wayne the whole time, Gordon. Of course you fucking did. Of course you knew. You didn't like.
Clearly, he didn't.
It's such a bad. I hated that. I really.
Or how
did.
about when Bruce Wayne visits Gordon in the hospital in that movie, and he's wearing a full suit tuxedo. He's wearing a suit. And all he does is put on the ski mask, and he's just talking to him. Like, Gordon would have been like, "You're dressed kind of fancy there. It kind of almost looks like one of Bruce Wayne's suits."
But yeah, like Dark Knight Rises has a lot of problems. But I love the movie. I love it. But it has a shit ton of problems that the other Nolan films don't have. It has a lot of problems.
Yeah, it's not good. Bad even. Old Renaissance Boomer for an 11 months. 1, Jay has some shirts for you. Krista and Ryan. Yes, Beardo, one for you too. 2nd, fuck your silly Batman arguments. Man on Fire. Yeah, 199 iDots.
I mean, Man on Fire is one of the greatest movies ever made, in my opinion. Maybe Denzel Washington's greatest performance.
Shadow saying for a $5. Get Grizzy on Tuesday night's main event and FNT.
Hail Grizzy.
Hail. Hey, you guys. For a $2. I see Beardo's girl boyfriend. Ha ha ha. Gorlock. Thanks.
Okay.
Spider-Claw with the $10. They ruined Bane and some of the stuff about Batman and the Robin crap in Dark Knight Rises, but the race swaps and the destruction of Riddler in the Batman was as bad or worse. They both sucked. That's a valid argument. Orange Content for a 15 months. The opening scene of the Batman was awesome. I love the first gen Batmobile. The film had issues, but overall it was solid. Lock it in. Yay. Dude, I love that muscle car Batmobile. So fucking cool. George Ramirez with a $5. Beardo, if you're going to continue to skip leg day and wear long pants, at least be a good gym bromance and spot me on squats. Kidding. Space Marine 2, let's fucking go. You saved yourself there. Space Marines 2, I am excited for Space Marines 2. Steve Fitch with a $5. So George used to be problematic and had no people of color in his movies, but now George is awesome and agrees with us. Hashtag woke logic.
And that's the whole, that is exactly it. Like, how do they get to this point of saying that George Lucas created a very toxic Star Wars that didn't have representation and only had white men in it, but now George Lucas would agree with them that all the toxic fans that love his franchise, George would stand with them and not us? Which in reality, I think George wouldn't stand with either fucking party. I think George would stand with Star Wars. That's what George would stand with. George would not pick a side of the fandom and go, I'm going to join this group. And this is where that weird woke crowd doesn't understand who George Lucas is and what George Lucas is about. George Lucas would not stand with either side of the fandom. George Lucas would stand with Star Wars. That's it. But they need George Lucas to agree with them to validate them, because their entire existence is based off of other people validating their stances. Jeez, man, these people are fucking nuts, dude.
Wild. Jason Yankovic with a $5. These people believe that the Acolyte is good because it is diverse and woman-centric. Thus, if you don't think it's good, you must be a bigot. Yeah, that's their logic, 100%. John Goetz with the $10. They hate and deny the feelings of any of their oppressed groups that break from the norm. They will call women pick-me girl and black people Uncle Tom if they dare not align with them.
That's it.
Demogeny with a $5. As an OG of this geekdom shit here, I gotta say Star Wars was for every geek before they started saying Star Wars is for everyone. Also, what? Also, BRN, people monolith is tired.
Brown
thank you.
people.
Yeah, I knew that. I wasn't going to say it. Thank you, Demogeny, for the $5. I'd rather just say you're black. Hey, listen. Whatever. John Goat for a $5. They can't fathom someone in those groups not ascribing to what they think is bad, to the point they just assume you're brainwashed or lying. Tobias Nexus with another 10. Beardo, don't give me hope for a furry Star Wars. I don't even trust Disney with Zootopia 2 right now, and I've been waiting for that. Don't give them ideas to ruin even more fandoms and communities. My bad. I take it back. Thoughts on narrow boating with a 2-month recommitment? It's 1977. No George Lucas. Can we imagine if Kathleen Kennedy took the Acolyte to Alan Ladd and asked for helped him for financing it? I think it'd be a one-off. Just be it. Basket City became a YouTube member. Thank you, Basket City. The Trillist with a 199. The classic Houston Astros logo is the GOAT.
That is pretty awesome. That is a great one. Okay, let me be clear. Like I think there's a ton of iconic MLB logos for sure. There's one that you can't really find anymore called the Cleveland Indians. That was awesome.
Chief Wahoo.
But
I have that hat, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, but I love, like, as a person that has lived in Florida for a long time, like, I loved the Florida Marlins logo. I loved it, just like I loved the old school Miami Dolphins logo. And they fucked both of them up now. I'm like, what are we doing? But by the way, I know it's not a sports show, but shout out to Florida State. Get fucked, Seminoles. Get out of here, Florida State. Nobody cares about Florida State. You suck. You deserve it. Sorry. Move on to Sports Wars after that. So
it's all good. All good. I'm feeling good after USC's big win Sunday night. Arthur with a $2. The Jumbo Shrimp rules. Jack's rules. Thank you for the $2. CD and C and D Designs with a $2. Hail Krista 199 iDodge Jeremy. Get to the P.O. box. To the P.O. box.
Yeah, I actually went yesterday, but it was Labor Day, so I'll go back. Hopefully, I can go back a day. So I'm gonna probably do a emergency Cobra Cast today to cover the Lex podcast with Trump, because that's dropping today. So I'll let you guys know.
Gatekeeper for a month. Finally home, got in yesterday. Love you guys. Not as much as Gary, but you guys are up there. Have tons of respect for you guys. Thank you, Gatekeeper. Thank you very much. Max Falconridge with a $2.79. Marlins are gay. Cheer for the Blow Jays instead. Okay. Cactus with a $5. Jeremy, let's talk about the real petition that matters. Bring back the OG Terminator Salvation cast for a sequel with the T-1000s and ending the war.
I dig it.
Watch that. Thank you, Jimmy Ray, for the $50 earlier. You freaking legend. Ron Cook with a 5. I'm late. What an iDot. Hey Jay. Hey Jeremy. And hey to Chicken Legs. Max Falconridge.
Go ahead.
Max Falconridge with a 279. Long live Montreal Expos, who got screwed by the MLB. Yeah, they're the Washington Nationals now. You got something.
Okay, so I didn't know if you were done. So Danky just sent me this, and I don't know what the hell we're about to watch.
Oh, no. Chat, Jay, let's go ahead and take a moment real quick. I know we need to read Super Chat. Here we go. Let's just take a moment to make fun of this person. Create Channel says, say yes to Joe. iDots. Trying to call us in the chat idiots and misspells idiots. iDots. Listen here, motherfucker.
I'm an iDot.
If you're going to try to come in here and insult us, you might want to spell it correctly, you fucking iDot. What a loser.
Of all the names you could think of, you wrote Create Channel. That's the name of your channel is Create Channel.
Oh, Create Channel? He was in our chat today. iDot 199.
That's it, man.
Oh, that's great.
So there's the origin.
What the hell? Look. Hang on.
Look at this.
He's here.
He's here.
Holy shit.
You can't make this stuff up, man.
Oh, man. That's fantastic.
Here we go. Beardo felt smart a moment. Grammar?
You know what makes me sad? What happened to Awesome Guy? He's the one that got the 199 started. Where's Awesome Guy at?
I don't know. Remember, apparently people thought that I was Awesome Guy.
I know it.
Have you ever taken a look at Awesome Guy's avatar? It kind of looks like how Beardo would look without a beard.
But one thing I do want to say, so someone asked about the Flex Fit hats. They're going to be a New Era brand. So I don't have any Flex Fit hats. I don't wear Flex Fit hats. So I don't know. The people are asking about the sizes. It was a super chat that came in. I sent you the list, Beardo. I don't know if you have any Flex Fit hats. So
I got a few.
By the way, Jeremy, on Flex Fit hats, what sizes are what? So, yeah, so they're going to be like, I think their New Era brand is what we're going with. So
it'd probably be, if I remember correctly from Flex Fit hats, there's like small, medium, medium, large, large, extra large.
Okay.
The Flex Fit hats.
Yeah. So, so there you go. So if that, hopefully that answers your question. I will get to make sure that we get more information on the website here updated today if you're looking for certain sizes. You got 2 weeks, so don't think that there's going to be any selling out of it per se. We can produce as many as people are interested in. So I'll get with 221B and make sure we get a little more information on that. Let's see. New Era is a good brand. Absolutely. So Eric K says Flex Fit is the best fit hats. You guys have been requesting them. So as you know, like iDot is our new mascot, and I've got this concept art to show you on some just like there's a lot of different things that we're working on, but this is the first time I've shown this concept art right here. All right, boom, look at that. That's pretty cool right there. That is pretty cool. So iDot of the 199, that's some, because I saw some people saying you want that without the San Antonio. And like I said, once we get that one, that campaign done, we will launch some more stuff. But yes, there's a lot of different variations and all of that. So chat loves it. So there you go. It looks 90s. That's exactly what we're going for. More of like a retro style thing. But yeah, there's a lot of different opportunities with this. So first and foremost, we'll take care of the campaigns we have now. If those are successful, we have the Disney Star Wars model here. If something is successful, it will continue. If it fails, it won't. Shout out to the Acolyte. Very simple business model there. Not very complicated. Beardo, I did want to go back to this point real quick to talk about this.
Sure.
So this is pathetic right here.
Yeah.
This is like, you can't put this into. Can you look up how many people are playing Black Myth Wukong right now?
Sure. Let's see.
So this is the concurrent player counts for Concord and for Dustborn right now on Steam. This is bad. This is pathetic. And especially with Dustborn, like what a woke piece of shit that game was. And if you don't remember, Dustborn was created because of Trump derangement syndrome. Mm-hmm. So right now, there you go. Look at that.
As of 3 minutes ago, almost 900,000 concurrent players as of 3 minutes ago.
Now to put this into perspective, the woke game media hates Black Myth Wukong, and they love Dustborn.
Yeah.
That just shows you what type of influence they have, which is zero. They have no influence at all. None. This is the game's journalism right here. This is the game's media right here. They have absolutely no influence at all. And it's freaking hilarious. So, what are you thinking about Black Myth Wukong? You've been playing it.
I love it. I have a few gripes with it. Mainly just there's invisible walls that you can't, like, if you're very kind of curious and you like to explore in your open world video games, like there's certain like corners and nooks and crannies and like areas that you look at and you think that you should be able to go visit, but there's an invisible wall stopping you. That is literally my biggest gripe, and a lot of people's biggest gripe has been the invisible walls and kind of halting your, exploration and being curious about the area. Other than that, the game is beautiful. The voice acting is fine, I guess, because it's being translated. I'm playing in English. So the combat is great. The combat is very similar to God of War. I'm loving it. And it's boss fight after boss fight after boss fight. It's like around every corner you can find a new difficult boss fight. So
Okay.
I'm really enjoying Black Myth Wukong.
Nice. I over the weekend I did play the Black Ops 6 beta, and let me tell you, man. If Disney Star Wars fans thinks that Star Wars discussion is divisive, whoo, why don't you get involved in a Call of Duty discussion, man? Holy shit. Like, it's wild, man. The reaction to BO6 has just been off the charts. I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. I do think you have to lower your expectations going into the game. It is, in my opinion, it is infinitely better than any of the Modern Warfare releases recently. I'm still on the fence as if it's better than Cold War, which was the last Treyarch game. I love Cold War, but I think mechanically it has improved upon Cold War a lot. And the Omni movement is definitely... It's hard to call it a game changer, but it's. I think it could be a game changer. I've got to learn the Omni movement a little better, but mechanically, it's a pretty good game. It's a pretty good game, but it's not like you heard 4 years of development and this. It's a fucking Call of Duty game. That's all it is. It's a Call of Duty game with Omni movement, but it's mechanically it's better than. It's certainly better than Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3. I hate Modern Warfare 3. Like, I actually don't like that game at all. I enjoyed Modern Warfare 2019. Modern Warfare 2 was meh. Cold War was my favorite, though. Cold War is my favorite Call of Duty since Black Ops 2. So, but this one, it's good. It's good. Call of Duty community fucking hates it. they fucking hate it, but that's part of it, man. So we'll see how it all plays out, but I'm looking
really
forward to the
excited
release. I'm looking
for
forward to the
zombies.
release. I'm looking forward to the release of it. So we'll see.
What's this you sent me? Oh, you sent me the...
Yeah. That was that's fine. You don't have to look over
Okay,
that. So.
gotcha.
But I'll but I did do a gameplay of it the other day on my D-Day Cobra Gaming channel. So if you guys want to go check that out, you can. And I don't know when the beta closes. I have no idea. But I'm looking forward to the release of it. Should be good.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's
Jay
catch up.
Nels with a $5. Do these people realize that for a show to be successful, it has to turn a profit? This is what happens when you cater to the least common denominator. Facts. Jason Yankovic with a 5. Speaking of bad Star Wars, did you see Ubisoft lowered their expectations for Outlaws from 8 million to 5 million, but said Assassin's Creed Shadows will make it up?
Yes, I did see that. We talked about that yesterday, as a matter of fact.
That's cope. That's crazy. Darth Gavel with a $2. Rest in peace to Harley and Ivy. R.I.P. What are you going to do? Fuck you, ho, for a 199. Where can I find Steph's dad, Papa Smurf? I don't know what that means. Thank you for the $2. Gary's Beard Dinkleberries with a $2. Game with the best monster design, World of Warcraft, Diablo, HL1.
Whoa, hold on. I got breaking news, apparently. What?
What happened?
Concord is going offline beginning September 6th. Quote, however, while many qualities of the experience resonated with players, we also recognize that other aspects of the game and our initial launch didn't land the way we intended. Therefore, at this time, we have decided to take the game offline beginning September 6th, 2024, and explore options, including those that will better reach out our players. While we determine the best path ahead, Concord sales will cease immediately, and we will begin to offer full refund for all gamers who have purchased the game on PS5 and PC. If you purchased a game for PlayStation 5 from the PlayStation Store or the PlayStation Direct, a refund will be issued back to your original payment method. Holy shit! What? No fucking way, dude. What?
That is wild.
That is crazy. Are you kidding me? That That is from the PlayStation blog right there. Bro. This is what the games media was pushing, and it's a failure. A true fail. This is Acolyte level failure.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is crazy. I was not expecting this.
It's not like they're saying, oh, we're going to shut down the servers. We're going to be back. We're going to put out some updates and some patches. They're like, nah, refunds. Refunds. The game's dead. Dead.
Gamers won. Somebody said that in the chat. 100% Gamers won. By the way, we will have Smash JT on tonight for Tuesday night's main event. So obviously he's been covering this a lot. So I can't wait to hear what he's got to say. That's going to be great. Yeah, I literally just saw this. Like this tweet dropped like 4 minutes ago. Wario64 is a great follow, by the way. Wario64 is a great follow. They kind of keep you up to date on everything. So, holy shit.
September 4th it closes. That is tomorrow.
September 6th. September 6th.
Oh, September 6th.
Yeah.
Sorry, Linko said in the chat September 4th it closes.
September
6th. Okay, so Friday.
3 days. Oh man, that is freaking crazy. There you go.
Gamers won, man. Game was
Gamers
dead
won.
on arrival. Wow.
Yeah, man. Absolutely crazy. All right, we got some super chats over on Rumble. Have you got those?
I can run through them right now.
Okay.
Aberjam for $1. The best part of struggling to read is having daily sex.
Go down to the bottom and get Unicycle Peon. We just
Unicycle Peon with the $50. Check out the YouTuber Chitin Chaz. He did a great in-depth review of Dustborn from a gameplay perspective. He finished the game.
Okay.
He's one of the two, huh?
Yeah, because Savvy is the other one.
Yeah,
So-
the only other one.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Unicycle Peon. Appreciate that.
Lord of the Reed for $1 says, I agree with Jay. Wesley with a $5. Jeremy and Beardo, huh? So who's the leader of the iDot duo? That'd be me.
Me?
Oh. Everybody knows who's in charge here. Me. Flag House of Grilka for $2. Show us where Bad Ripa touched you.
Yeah, I heard that.
B Barrett with the $2. Jeremy, is that soy voice you sometimes use actually your natural voice?
No. I can barely do that voice anymore. Man, it's tough.
John Matrix from Black and White Sports for $10. I watched the first 4 episodes of Terminator Zero. It's not what I expected. It has elements of Rise of the Machines and Salvation. Yeah, a lot of people have been saying Terminator Zero is not that bad. It's pretty good. Aberjam for $1. The best part of struggling to read is having daily sex. Okay, yeah, I read that one. Thank you. Gary's Dinkleberry Beards Dinkleberries for $2. The best monster design? Game with the best monster design? I don't know.
Half-Life 1. I mean, I love Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. The Striders in Half-Life 2 are like the coolest. Have you played Half-Life 2, Beardo? Bro.
No.
Bro.
Have not.
Bro.
Haven't.
This needs to be your play. This needs to be a future playthrough. Half-Life 2. When did Half-Life 2 come out? Early 2000s or something like that? Still holds up. Graphically, mechanically, everything. Still holds up. Like, it is truly one of the greatest gaming experiences ever made, and it's not even close. You need to play it.
Best monster design in a video game I've played? I mean, Resident Evil is always going to be up there. Elden Ring.
Doom. By the way, I got to show you something.
Probably got to go Elden Ring.
I got to show you something, Beardo.
Yeah.
You got to learn from this one, okay? You got to learn
All
from
right.
this one, okay? You ready? You ready?
Sure.
If she's going to say it, I'm going to say it, okay? I worked at McDonald's, too. I worked there a long time. I actually started the company. I was great friends, got along very well with Ronald McDonald. They said it's Ron and Don. They said it's Ron and Don. I recently brought back the $5 meal deal. I got on the phone with Ronald McDonald, and I said, Ron, listen, just like I handled Abdul with Afghanistan, you know what I'm talking about. I said, Ron, if you don't bring back the $5 meal deal, we're going to drone your house. Look at your beautiful house. We're going to take it out, and you're going to be in there. And he said, sir, we're bringing back the $5 meal deal because Kamalanomics has destroyed people's wallets. It's destroyed your bank account. And she says she worked at McDonald's, and a lot of people are saying that's fake news, but maybe she did, and maybe that's where she learned how to serve those big, beautiful word salads. But if she's going to say it, I'm going to say it. The Golden Arches, I built them with my own 2 hands. We made the greatest McNuggets. We were going to call them something else, but we called them McNuggets because we wanted to stay. They call it on brand. I worked at McDonald's. I founded McDonald's. I was great friends with Ronald McDonald. And it is because of me that that company is doing so well. If she's going to say it, I'm going to say it. Believe me.
That's great. That's so good.
Your Trump is better than mine, though. I'll say that much. So
Better than a lot of people's. Just not that guy. He freaking nails it, man.
he might be better than Shane Gillis. It's close,
Ooh,
man.
it is close.
If he put the gimmick on, if he actually did the dressed up and everything, because the thing with Shane Gillis, and don't get me wrong, I'm not taking anything away from his, okay? Because dude, that Kill Tony appearance, there was one guy that was like, they're like, "Are you married?" He goes, "I'm divorced twice," and Gillis is like, "That's not so bad. That's not so bad." But. Yeah, I think that guy might be better. It's close. It's very close.
Good stuff, man. That's funny. Ulrich Harrison. You got to change your name, brother. For $10, says communists seek to eliminate national, religious, ethnic, and gender identities. They use racial and gender changes not to promote diversity, but as a way of eliminating these things as social identities. Thank you for the $10. No, I'm just kidding. Your name is awesome. Low underscore for a $10. Tutto Nello Disney Niente al di Fiori dello Disney Nulla Controllo Disney. Bob Iger. Thank you for the $10. Ron Cook with the $2. I thought Batman Rises was a prawn movie. There's probably one out there. AD the Demon Slayer for a $10. Hey Beardo, you remind me of this kid I grew up with. He had a beard. He was really cool and a good friend. But that's where the similarities end. He was straight.
Damn.
I don't. Thank you for the $10. Hey, you guys, for a $2. By the way, you did good last night on Fall Guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. Project Taco with a $2. Senor Gurmy. Will there the POCs at the meet?
Yes. We're all about inclusivity.
Yeah. I'll be there. Cultural Breakdown for a 14 months. It figures that the Acolyte shills think Lucas would side with them. Trop shills think
the Rings of Power.
Oh, okay. There we go. All right. I was like, what are you trying to spell here? Shills think Tolkien would side with their woke ideology. Not. No. Hey, you guys, with another $2. By the way, Jeremy on Flex hats. What sizes are what?
Yeah. Answered that one.
Yep.
To the best of my ability.
Let's see. Zebra Cakey with a $5. George Lucas is a toxic fan and doesn't understand Star Wars. Apparently. Golden Nuggets with a $10. I saw Beardo spotting guys squatting. Trouble was, it was in the men's restroom. Thank you, Golden Nuggets, for the $10. I don't know where you saw that. I drink Therefore I Am for a 6 months. Best logo. The 1988 to 93 Seattle Seahawks.
I like the Seattle Mariners logo back in which they're it's still pretty similar, isn't it? Like during the Griffey days, is it still the same? The Mariners?
Well, kind of. The Mariners S is kind of like in a crest now. Their main logo, where back before it was a lot simpler S.
Yeah. The old school. The old one is better.
I like the old school Milwaukee Brewers logo.
The old Seattle Mariners is so much better.
I am Warwolf for a $2. Trash Panda's best MILB team.
You messed up Warwolf. That's your arch nemesis. This is the reason you stopped playing Call of Duty, because of Warwolf.
No, John Morrow's my archenemy. Warwolf's close though. I'm traumatized still. Dumb and Dumber with a 199. Will Lucas have a TT with Kathleen Kennedy? I don't know what that means. I'm not French. I'm American. Mr. Dangs with a 279. Beardo Fat, hail the 199. Thank you for the 280. Dustin Echoes with a 199. iDot corn holders, please. The long way. Chikara for a $20. Jeremy, thoughts on the new Zelda? I think it looks heart.
Yeah, it does look good. It does look good. When is that releasing? Later this month. So I think it looks really good. I know a lot of people were trying to say, like, people that don't follow it, they're like, oh my God, it's got wokeness. It's not woke. It's not woke at all. So looks good.
Tomac with a 20. I brought this up to Nerd Wars and Angry Badger, but did you guys see what happened? See what the Space Marine 2 team said when asked if they were going to use de novo?
No,
I didn't see
there's
that.
been a lot of talk about Space Marine 2, so I think I need to look into this. Maybe we'll talk a little bit more about Space Marine tonight on Main Event. I'll do a little bit of research on this. I know Mike and Ben probably have a little bit of knowledge on it. So you guys have been really wanting to talk about Space Marine 2, so we'll try to bring that up as a topic tonight. Because we're going to have Smash JT, we're going to talk about Concord, we're going to talk about Dustborn, and we might talk about Space Marine 2, so I'll look into that.
Gohan creates with the $5. Call of Duty is dead as long as they have creators that cater to child grooming. I'd rather play OG Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops.
OG Black
Fair
Ops,
point.
man.
I think I would too. John Goats for a 5. Jeremy, could you perhaps explain why game streams are on the D-Day Cobra channel while the channel with gamers in the title doesn't have them?
YouTube's algorithm. That's really it. Now, for what I'm told that YouTube has changed things so that the live streams are on a completely different algorithm now than your regular videos and your shorts. I'm not sure about that, but historically, that's why I have so many channels, because the YouTube algorithm makes it so tough to actually have a diversity of content. That's truly what the big problem is. But Geeks and Gamers Play, Gamers is in the title, and that's where a lot of the streaming goes, right over there.
Mm-hmm. Emperor Pilaf for a $5. Black Ops 6 feels good, but like every other Call of Duty, it takes 2 hours of gameplay and then it feels like brain rot.
It's gotten better. I like it the more I play it. So I've kind of been through, like, at first I was like, oh, it's really good, and then I was like, oh, it's kind of, some of the weapons were a little OP, but I'm liking the game. I'm liking the game.
Oh, whoops, I did. Gohan creates Beardo. You said creators, not cheaters, in my super chat. Okay, gotcha. My mistake.
Wake up.
Thank you for correcting me. The Trillist with a $5. The Omni Movement creates some badass, hilarious kills. Concord now dethrones ET as the worst game. Hashtag get woke, go broke. Hashtag hello layoffs.
It's crazy. I can't believe this.
And Rocksteady is having massive layoffs too.
Nintendo's not.
Let's see. Taker for a 5. Look up the Wukong boss, Black Wind King. I call him as his 2-year plan. I fought him. I fought that boss. Forgotten Prime became a channel member. Thank you. Let's see. Fill Your Cup Podcast for a 199. Thank you, Fill Your Cup Podcast. John Goats with another 2. Steelers Block Letter or Color Rush are my faves. I like the Giants legacy uniforms.
Fuck the Giants.
The 80s throwbacks.
Fuck the Giants. Go Jets.
The fuck?
Yeah, just to piss you off. Aaron Rodgers.
Why would I have zero issues with the Jets. We're
Aaron
talking
Rodgers.
AFC, NFC.
We're talking about a real New York team versus a bitch-made New York team.
Shut the fuck up. The Giants have 4 Super Bowls. The Jets have 1 back in the 70s. Okay. Burbshid for a $2. Instead of Rings of Power Season 2, rewatching The Terminal List. Hey, that's not a bad choice.
Nice.
Not a bad choice right there. We're all caught up.
All caught up. Let's freaking go. So again, one more time. Did you get that one?
Oh, it wasn't. It wasn't
John. Josh.
Sorry.
I was going to John. Josh 316. My boy Josh 316. I'm definitely getting the shirt. I have to get the hat, especially after moving since I lost my 199 shirt. You lost your 199 shirt? Which one? Like the Snake Pit Battalion one?
Probably.
I
think that's the only one.
I think. Tell me. Email Jeremy@geeksgamers.com. Tell me what size. I can get you another one sent out.
Thank you, Josh. For some reason, yeah, it's not in my starred comments anymore. I don't know what happened. Thank you, Josh, for the $10.
No worries. You're just being mean, but that's fine. So I don't know why you're being mean to Josh, but
I like Josh.
I don't know why.
Me and Josh are cool, man.
But don't forget, we got a 2-week campaign. So a week or 2 weeks from today is when it ends. So you've got the official iDot San Antonio meetup shirt. You've got the Flex Fit Geeks and Gamers hats. This is the first time iDot has ever been introduced to, Geeks and Gamers audience. And you will be seeing a lot of him as long as these shirts are successful. But there it is right there. iDot of the 199. Lord Bothos has just tuned in. You guys see Concord is now going offline. Yes.
Yep.
And we will be discussing that tonight on Tuesday night's main event. I can't wait to get further into that. I don't know, like, my day's filling up pretty good, so I may just have to do an emergency Cobra cast after main event tonight. That may have to be how it goes, to cover the Lex Friedman podcast with Donald Trump. So because that's dropping here in a couple of hours apparently. So, but thank you guys for the support. Check out 221B Tactical. We appreciate 221B and everything they do for us. And they have a lot more stuff that is available on that website if you're interested. So make sure you go look around the website, go check out what they have. Looking forward to the meetup in San Antonio. Thank you guys for all of the support. We appreciate it. Beardo, what you got going on?
Just Tuesday night's main event later, and then depending on how late main event goes tonight, I might fire up some Black Myth Wukong after main event.
Let's go. Jessica said check the pin post. So yes, the pin post is where you can get the link to all of our merch. So please go over there and check that out. We'll see you tonight for Tuesday night's main event. Smash JT joining us. Going to be a heavy gaming discussion tonight, so we're looking forward to that. Other than that, you guys have a great day, and we will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.
I'm Fear the Beardo.